as we come to the end of, almost to the end, I would say, towards the end of the Selvel Goa Professional League. But it is match number 45 and it is a big encounter today between Churchill Brothers Sporting Club and FC Goa. Two very different aspirations from two very big clubs in Goan football. It's going to be an interesting watch for all the spectators out there. We see a team on the rise, Churchill Brothers getting two back-to-back wins, but today is the big test for them. It would really say if they are on the rise or not, because the victories against Garden Angel and Sessa, narrowly though, but it would be an acid test for these Churchill boys today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another day of the Selvel Goa Professional League 2020-21 series here at Duler Stadium. Another most awaited match, that is Churchill Brothers versus FC Goa, is here, and the kickoff in next couple of minutes. And in this pre-match interaction, I have with me the coach of Churchill Brothers. First of all, coach, we have seen that Churchill Brothers are back, have improved from the campaign that they have started in this season. So how do you take this special match today against FC Goa?
No doubt about that. Yeah. It is going to be a tough fight, and as all know, FC Goa's style of play, they like to keep the ball possession and move. Accordingly, we have prepared to face them.
Okay. As you already know their style of play, they are more of ball possession and they keep the ball and they play. So how will you make sure that the ball possession is not much with them and you take a score, let them concede?
Yeah, we will allow them to play in their own half. As they play, we will try to win the ball, and we are going for a quick counter-attack.
The quick counter-attack. So have you kept in mind any plans of the final score in your favor?
Yeah, we are going to win.
Okay, thank you so much, coach. We'll see you in the post-match. Well, that was the coach of Churchill Brothers. We'll go to the other side to see what FC Goa has to say as they take on Churchill Brothers here at Duler Stadium.
And ever smiling Norberto Gonzalez. They've not made too many changes to their 11, with Joy Dias, the man of the moment for Churchill Brothers. Jobon Cardozo, Kidron Fernandez, Afdal Varikodan, Rakesh Das coming back into the team today. Rajender Singh by Rola, Myron Mendes, Asif Mullah coming in place of Bursil Vigas, Yagya Kapoor, Devnath Mondol and Velito Cruz making up that 11 for Churchill Brothers. On to FC Goa. What a big game in the context of their title aspirations today. They have to win today's game to have any kind of pressure on the likes of Sporting Club de Goa and Salgaonkar Football Club. Having lost that first game of the league against Salgaonkar did really put them on the back foot, but slowly but steadily they have come and kept their title hopes alive. We can see Dylan De Silva. He's been a revelation for FC Goa.
Yes, after speaking to Churchill Brothers, I'm come to the other side to see what FC Goa has made a plan to make sure they go home celebrating. So, Degi, first of all, tell me, FC Goa is known for their ball possession, the style of play. So, however, they must have marked everything, kept a record of how you guys play. So, what made a difference that you would like to make in today's special match against Churchill Brothers?
Yeah, we have prepared well, whoever we play, our plan is the same, but yes, if they move in for pressing, but still we are going to keep the ball, if we want to press them, they are going to play long, we are there for the second ball. So there are plans, and we had 48 hours only to, to prepare ourselves for the match today.
This is going to be one of your most crucial and very quick match, as you just mentioned, 48 hours. So is there any pressure on the boys out there? Is there any nervousness, or what is the mood in the dressing room before the kickoff?
No, they are not nervous. They are young players, as I said it earlier. They are very motivated to play versus any top team, and Churchill is a good team and a good experienced side. I feel the boys are not nervous, and we are ready for the match.
Any strategy that you have kept, any changes that you have kept in mind for this special encounter?
The change in terms of players, Seri is moving back in the left as a left full back, and Papuya is coming in.
All right. Thank you so much, Degi. We'll see you in the post-match. Well, that was Degi Cardozo, the head coach of FC Goa. Now the kickoff in next couple of minutes. Enjoy this big kickoff, as I will see you later in the post-match here at Duler Stadium.
Papuya coming back into the team, and that is the first name in that first 11 squad for FC Goa, with Ralte, Christy Davis, Kapil Hoble, Sereno Fernandez, Joybert Almeida, Dylan De Silva, Wasim Inamdar, Ivan Costa, Leslie Rebello, the captain for today, and Lalrem Ruata, coached by Degi Cardozo. FC Goa for you. The points table, you can see FC Goa in 5th position. With the win today, they can go into that 2nd position ahead of Kalangut and Sporting Club de Goa. Although they will play 7 matches, it's a big encounter for them, and so it is for Churchill Brothers. They can go level on points with FC Goa if they win this. As the match commissioner and the referees lead the two big names of Goan football out to the middle. FC Goa versus Churchill Brothers it is right now. We can see some smiles being shared just before kickoff, but I think very soon we'll see those smiles disappear, and it's gonna be battle scars all over these boys out there. Papuya making a comeback into FC Goa's lineup today. He'll pair up with Leslie, who had a good game against Manora, and Devnath Mondol. He's kept the Churchill flag flying high. He's been a man in form, Devnath Mondol, but he's let that odd goal go in against him. The referees for today: Sunil Nanotkar, Yuvraj Tari, Roshan Pednekar, and 4th official Deep Govekar. Not the first big match Sunil Nanotkar is officiating. A cool man that he is known to be. He's been given the responsibility of handling this high voltage encounter at the Duler Stadium today. As we see Dylan De Silva leading that huddle with his motivational talks to these young FC Goa players. Dylan De Silva has pulled off some unbelievable saves at crucial junctures in this league for FC Goa. And you see Papuya also coming back into the team. Now on to Churchill Brothers. It will be very interesting to see. As I saw that lineup of Churchill Brothers, they've really set up a team to attack FC Goa today. They're not letting their guard down against FC Goa, and I say that because Rakesh Das has been paired up with Afdal Varikodan up front. We haven't seen that often from Churchill Brothers, but Armando Colasso setting his team up in a way that they can go all out against FC Goa, because they know this opportunity. If they can come out trumps against the men in black today, I'd say, FC Goa, that then they are equal on points with the team that had won the Goa Professional League in 2018. Churchill Brothers themselves defending champions, but they probably won't be able to hold on to that title. Sunil Nanotkar just waiting for the kickoff. The referee blows his whistle, and this is Rakesh Das to Yagya Kapoor. Called into action early on, Debnath Mondal. We heard from Degi Cardozo in the pre-match conference that both teams are going to play some kind of a pressing football today, but it'll be interesting to see the football Churchill Brothers come out playing, because we know FC Goa, they like to have the possession. We heard that also from both coaches, but it'll be interesting to see if Churchill Brothers wait patiently and hit FC Goa on the counter attack, or is it the other way around where Churchill Brothers are pressing this FC Goa team? Both teams pressing each other could leave some spaces behind them. And we can see this already. Churchill Brothers have got this. Afdal Fariko done with the left-footed shot. Dylan De Silva gets his right hand to it, but what an opportunity as Dylan rolls it to Papuya, and then Christy Davis losing out to Afdal Varikodan, and then that shot from Afdal being saved brilliantly by Dylan. What an opportunity early on from Churchill Brothers, already setting the pace for this game. The men in red did promise pressing football, and we see it right from the onset with Yagya Kapoor taking this corner. The ball comes in, Afdal's header, and Dylan will get another corner as he charges towards the referee, thinking that it would be a foul. Not very happy with that, Dylan De Silva. Afdal plays it quick. We can already see shades of intense, high intensity from the players as Yagya Kapoor throws this to Rakesh Das. Back to Yagya. Cleared off by Kapil Hoble. Operating on the right hand side today for FC Goa, the versatile midfielder. This is Yagya. Maran Mendes. Rajender. Debnath clears it. It's gone out for a Churchill Brothers throw-in. Leslie has his work cut out today against a rejuvenated Churchill Brothers team, but a team which still has those mistakes in defense which we have seen previously in the previous matches against Garden Angel and Sessa Football Academy, although Sessa couldn't really take advantage of it. Garden Angel did open the scoring against Churchill Brothers as early as the 6th minute in that game, but Churchill Brothers has had a man who's been in incredible form, and that is Trijoy Dias. Trijoy getting that goal against Sasa Football Academy to win it for Churchill Brothers, and then also scoring against Garden Angel. He also made Made a huge difference in that second goal for Churchill Brothers, the winning one again in the previous match against Garden Angel. He will be looking to continue his recent run of form. And here's that man, Joy dies. Joy down the right hand side against Wasim Inamdar, still going. Joy with the cross in, that's a good one. This is Afdal who cannot get it under control. Very good work again from Joy. The ball comes in, looking for Joban Cardozo this time. This is early pressure from the men in red. Churchill Brothers gets another corner. FC Goa feeling the heat. Can they avoid this danger, which Joban Cardozo puts into the box right now? It's been punched out by the confident Dylan De Silva. This is Rajendra Singh Bairola. Velito's cross headed clear by Joybot. Then Kapil Hogle heads it. This is Asif. Yagya cannot win that header against Ralte. And finally some relief for FC Goa with Wasim Inamdar, as this is another chance. Sereno Fernandez! He has rolled it into the goal! And I must say, quite against the run of play, Sereno Fernandez. The calmness with which he slotted the ball past Devnath Mondol is quite commendable. Look at this move again. Wasim Inamdar playing it to Ivan Costa, and then Sereno Fernandez outpacing the likes of Joy Dias this time. Sereno, the local boy, does the trick for FC Goa. What a ball that was. That was great football from FC Goa. Quite wonderful to watch. And we saw a Ronaldo-esque celebration yesterday from Selvel Cardozo. Sereno Fernandez now emulating the legendary Cristiano Ronaldo. We don't see him score very often, but when he does, they are spectacular goals. Sereno Fernandez with a beautiful run and finish for FC Goa. And Churchill Brothers have conceded once again very early on in the game. Only 7 minutes played at the Duler Stadium. FC Goa lead courtesy of Sereno Fernandez goal. However, we have seen Churchill Brothers come back before. And Churchill Brothers have to do it once again, as Afdal Varikodan is the man who stayed on the ground. Velito Cruz just having a word with the referee over there, as we see some big names in the stands with Churchill owner Churchill Alamau and the technical director for FC Goa, Derek Pereira, in the stands, sitting very close to each other. Afdal seems to be okay. Has a big job on his hands. Churchill trailing once again early on. This is Yagya. Rajender plays it to Kidron Fernandez. FC Goa have to be careful. They have to keep the intensity up, because Churchill Brothers thrive on the mistakes and doesn't have too much mercy on the opposition when the mistakes are done, especially with this man Joy Dice, who's been in sensational touch at the moment. After loses out to Christy Davis. Christy, in the absence of Bryson Dubin Fernandez, has had quite the presence in that midfield region for FC Goa, and so has Lalrem, who's taken that extra responsibility with a lot of responsibility as Wasim Inamdar comes out again. This time Myron Mendes clears it. This is Joybot. Velito with a sliding challenge in, gets the ball. This is Sereno chasing Joy. Joy escaping the challenges of Sereno and Lalrem and tries to put Avdal through, but fails to do so as Dylan clears the ball. FC Goa scoring that goal quite against the run of play. Because it was all Churchill Brothers for those opening 6 minutes, and just the next minute FC Goa on a breathtaking counter-attack took the lead against the Red Machine. And Asif Ali Molla goes to the ground and wins a foul for Churchill Brothers. Velito swings it in, and the header from Mafdal really should have done better. Maybe he just overjumped that situation, as the ball probably hits his left cheek. When a big man like that jumps in the air, gets the elevation, you expect him to do much better than that. Sunil Nanotkar just having a word with Dylan De Silva. Dylan to Sereno. Sereno to Papuye. I beg your pardon, that was Lalrem to Christy Davis. Christy's long ball finds Kapil Hoble on the right hand side, up against Yagya Kapoor, who was probably given a corner away. Going against the referee's decision, Yagya giving it back to Devnath Mondal for a goal kick, but the referee made point for a corner kick. Papuya coming forward for this corner kick. Sereno's ball in, and well defended by Churchill Brothers. This is Rakesh Das. Velito gives it away. This is Lalrem. Sereno Fernandez on the right hand side, this time losing out the ball. This is Joban Cardozo, comes out, trumps in those two challenges. This is Rakesh Das. We know he likes to cut in and put that ball in like he tried there, but it's been deflected, but it falls to Myron Mendes with the shot. Dylan De Silva didn't really need to dive like he did, but maybe he did that, and as we call it, one for the camera. But here's Papuya, plays it long, passing it on to his opponent Yagya Kapoor. Christy Davis, Lalrem, Ivan Costa, and Rolte being fouled there by Rakesh Das. Ndegi instructing his players Degi Cardozo always barking instructions at his players, quite never resting really. Degi Cardozo, we've seen Pep Guardiola always demanding the highest quality of football from his players. We rarely see him sit on the bench, and it will be a big thing if I say Degi Cardozo is the Pep Guardiola of Indian football, but that's a long way to go for that young man. Degi Cardozo doing a good job with these young FC Goa boys. However, a long free kick from Papuya falls straight into Debnath's hands. This is Afdal trying to win the ball, trying to bulldoze his way past, but it's been played back to Dylan De Silva, who's played it long, and then Kapil Hoble was fouled. This is Leslie who's gonna take this free kick. We'll see the replay again. Kapil Hoble being bundled over from the back by Yagya Kapoor. This is Rakesh Das trying to win the ball back for Churchill. Maran Mendes does his job, intercepts that pass. This is Afdal. Afdal cutting in, bulldozing his way past, not winning the foul according to the referee. Christy Davis comes out, plays it to Ivan, who plays it back to Ralte, and Ralte puts it out as, I think Sereno Fernandez is the man who stayed on the ground, the goal scorer. Sereno Fernandez. It almost seems like Afdal Varikodan only knows one way to play, and that is bulldoze his way past 2-3 players, tries to muscle his way through, use his physicality, but in that case not really winning that foul as he loses control of the ball. As the proceedings will start with a Churchill throw-in, which should be sportingly played back to FC Goa, as Ralte had put it out. However, the referee will allow the bounce to happen with FC Goa possession. This is Ralte. Christy Davis. Back to Dylan De Silva. Dylan's long ball, looking for Wasim Inamdar, but not really finding him. This is Trijoy Dice. Back to Rajender, to Valito. Rakesh Das in a fight with Christy Davis, but Christy doing well, and then Yagya getting the throw in for Churchill Brothers. Not really impressed with that effort from Rajender Yagya Kapoor, as the ball was thrown back to Rajender, who tries to play it back first time to Yagya. Another throw in for FC Goa. FC Goa in their last match, comfortable winners against Youth Club of Manora, winning 2-0, with Lalrem putting the game to bed in the 88th minute. And it really was a very comfortable game for FC Goa against Manora. They are oozing confidence at the moment. However, we've seen Churchill Brothers have more of the possession in this match. FC Goa won't be too let down by that situation, as they love to use their pace on the counter-attacks like they have now with Joybert against Yagya Kapoor. Yagya wins that battle. Yagya throws it to Velito, who plays it back to Kidron Fernandez. This is Velito again. Velito's long ball, looking for Three Joy. Fails to get it under control. Probably shouldn't have let that bounce. Sereno takes the throw in quickly. This is Papuya, back to Dylan De Silva. Dylan's cross ball for Ralte. Can't quite find him. It's gone out for a throw-in. This is Yagya Kapoor taking the throw-in. Afdal. Yagya on his right foot, looking for Rakesh Das. Not quite there for Rakesh. This is Papuya to Lalrem. Back to Papuya. Sereno Fernandez. Lalrem. That's a difficult pass through, and Dylan De Silva again has to clear that ball, and it's gone out for another Churchill Brothers throw-in. It's not for the first time that we've seen that from FC Goa, as Degi Cardozo not really happy with that from Lalrem and the FC Goa boys. And they've given one chance before this, falling to Afdal Varikodan. Another throw-in from Rajendra. And what a chance that was again. Three Joy Dice is the man finding some space in the box, trying to volley it in past Dylan De Silva, but it has been blocked and resulted in a corner kick, which is going to be taken by Yagya Kapoor. Yagya's corner in. A slightly overhit one. Asif keeps it in. Asif Molla. This is Asif Molla. And Three Joy dies his effort. Lands straight to Dylan De Silva, who tries to launch a counter-attack forward. Who wins the throw-in, as we'll see this again from Asif Molla. Asif's ball in, and then Three Joy with the volley straight into the hands of Dylan De Silva. The angle wasn't quite there for Three Joy, but that was a good connection from the man in form for Churchill Brothers. Been a pivotal player in the rise of Churchill Brothers in the last few matches. This is Three Joy again, cutting in from the right. Still going Three Joy. Yagya gives that away, but Kapil Hoble won't keep that in. It's a throw-in. Yagya's long throw looking for Afdal. And there has been some retaliation as Leslie keeps his calm against Afdal. Afdal's elbow coming out, and the referee was on hand to see that, and Afdal not very happy with that. But I think the referee has taken the right decision. Sunil Nanotkar, very experienced campaigner. We'll see this again. There you see Afdal. Got to give it to Leslie, because we've seen this so many times where even without contact, players go down clutching their face as if They've been hit, but there wasn't any contact, and Leslie just pointing it out to the referee that Afdal did attempt to elbow him on the face. But Afdal Varikodan getting that yellow card quite rightly. Wasim Inamdar with the clearance, then Myron Mendes' header. This is Myron Mendes on his left foot. You probably need to put 4 goalposts for that to go in. Taking the snapshot, Myron Mendes. And this is Dylan. It comes off Ralte. Cannot get that under control. And Rakesh Das gives it away to Ivan. And this is Lalrem. Leslie plays it back to Dylan again. Yagya taking Kapil Hoble's support to jump up. Slightly loose attitude from the Churchill Brothers players today. I understand they're trying to play physical football, but Yagya Kapoor just kicking the ball away there. Not really in the right spirit to approach a game. Might have got a yellow card, but the referee gives him the first warning. As we've seen another foul throw from an FC Goa player. It's been a long time since I've seen so many foul throws in a professional league. But you've got to give it to the young boys, because they must be so excited to get on with the game, and sometimes you can get carried away. This is Papuya. Ivan Costa playing a good 1-2 with Joybert and spreading it out beautifully to Wasim Inamdar against Asif. Does brilliantly. Wasim Inamdar with the cross for Joybert, whose left-footed shot was blocked. And now this is Kapil Hoble. He plays it back to Ralte. That was a good opportunity for FC Goa again. They are threatening on these counter-attacks. This is Papuya. Again trying to flick that on Wasim Inamdar. This is Papuya. Just leaving the ball behind. This is Rakesh Das. Brought down by the young lad. Papuya. The physio has been called into action again. As Papuya gets Rakesh Das to the ground. Again, Churchill Brothers not really creating much, apart from that mistake very early in the second minute, where we saw Afdal's shot being saved spectacularly by Duler da Silva. Rakesh Das just walking off the field. He should be okay. He will be back on the field very soon. And this is Asif. You see blood pouring out of that knee, which is opened up for Rakesh Das. Not really having much say at the moment with his physicality of Dalvari Kodan. Papuya and Leslie keeping him in good check. This is Christy Davis. Leslie to Christy. Christie plays it square to Papuya. Back with Christie. This is Leslie now. This is Ivan Costa with some space ahead of him. This is Lalrem. Ivan Costa. This is Lalrem again. This is Kapil Hoble now, moving his way forward, and the coaches and staff and the players all going up in unison. As this is Wasim Inamdar, cannot find the ball to Lalrem. Kidron Fernandez does well to intercept that ball, as Kapil Hoble has put Valito Cruz on the ground as the referee blows for the first cooling break of this match. It has been an impressive display so far from FC Goa, quite like that performance against Youth Club of Manora, where they were very comfortable throughout the game with that 1-goal lead that they had. And they've taken the lead early on today against Churchill Brothers, who've made it a habit of conceding early in this league. And we've also seen Churchill Brothers come back from 1 goal down. As we saw Churchill Alamau looking on gravely as his team will be attempting to turn this deficit around.
He can stand inside. If he interferes, it is fault.
Sunil Nanodkar handling the game well so far.
Interferes, I got a fault. You don't take tension.
These big games need a calm-headed referee, and Sunil Nanodkar is one of the best out there, as Churchill Brothers start proceedings. This is Kidron Fernandez, Trijoy, Myron Mendes, Rajinder Singh, Kidron Fernandez, Myron Mendes being pressed, Joybot winning the ball. This is Lalrem. Ivan flicks it on beautifully for Christy Davis, very elegantly, as Wasim Inamdar tries to take it in a stride, and almost like a rugby tackle there from Rajinder Singh. He gets the yellow card, and quite rightly so. Rajinder Singh gets that yellow card. Straight away from the referee, Rajinder Singh almost getting into a UFC like fight there with Wasim Inamdar. We'll see this again as Wasim Inamdar wins the ball from Rajinder and then bundles him over. And this is a free kick in a dangerous position. Christy Davis and Sereno Fernandez standing over the ball. Who is it gonna be for FC Goa? Can they beat Debnath Mondol? Sereno takes the free kick, and that wasn't a bad one. That wasn't very far away, as Debnath was scrambling across his goal. But just wide of goal from Sereno. We'll see this again. Sereno's free kick there, headed for the bottom corner, just curls wide of goal. A close call for Churchill Brothers. But if you see that wall again, it's quite strange in today's game that the ball refuses to jump up completely. We've seen the modern game change over the years, but and that's extremely strange because that allows the person taking the free kick to get it up and over that wall, which is so influential. Look at that. There's hardly a jump, very tentative jump from the players. As Abdul Varikodan comes forward, this is Rakesh Das on his right foot. He's volleyed it across and it will go out probably for a throw-in for FC Goa as Kapil Hoble shields Joban Cardozo out. Joban, we haven't seen much of him in this match. Joban Cardozo has been a very quiet figure so far in this match. This is Dylan De Silva giving it away to Trijoy Dias. This is Trijoy. Trijoy's cross in. Joban quite evidently using his hand. And there's another FC Goa player on the ground right now. We'll see what exactly happened there, if we can. As this header comes in, and Abdul Varikodan, I must say, he needs to be very careful. I definitely saw another hand coming out there into the ribs of Papuya. I don't understand why he's trying to do that, really. It's just 36 minutes into the match. There's hardly anything that Papuya has done to instigate that kind of a reaction from Afdal. Quite surprising from the big man because he's an experienced customer. This is Velito to Myron Mendes. Trijoy Dias plays it first time to Rakesh Das. Plays it back to Asif Mullah. Asif's ball forward. This is Afdal. Cannot quite get it under his control. This is Ralte. Leslie. Square to Papuya. Papuya trying to be extravagant there. Almost losing out the ball to Afdal. That's his ball. This is Myron Mendes back to Asif. Kidron Fernandez. Rajinder. And just goes over Yagya's head. We haven't seen that left wing quite as effective as we've seen it in the last two matches. We've not seen those marauding runs from Yagya Kapoor. It has gone missing for the last 40 minutes of this match. Rather, I should say the opening 40 minutes of this match. As FC Goa have read the Churchill Brothers game well, as this is Sereno again trying to use his pace against Asif Mullah. Plays in a good ball. This is Ivan Costa's ball, and that was a good chance for Kapil Hoble. Only if he could get it down under control. This is Ralte. This is Sereno Fernandez's ball. We'll see this again. Ivan Costa with a delightful chip forward over Yagya's head and not really expecting that ball to come to him. Kapil Hoble. As this ball comes in, we've kind of missed out on that, but we will see that in the action replay, as I think Myron Mendes is the man who's scored this for Churchill Brothers, or has he? Because I think this is Afdal Varikodan who scored this for Churchill Brothers. He stayed on the ground though.
Churchill Brothers
We can catch a replay of this as
have scored
Papuya
the goal
with Lalrem again giving away the ball. This is Afdal Farikodan smashing it home against FC Goa. The poor touch from Lalrem bringing it down for FC Goa. They are responsible for their own downfall here, FC Goa, as we saw it right from the start. Afdal did have a chance right in the very first minute of this game, but he made no mistake this time, rifling his shot past Dylan De Silva with a lot of power behind that. And finally, Afdal Varikodan has opened Churchill Brothers' account in today's match and opened his account in this year's Selvel Goa Professional League. And FC Goa have to do it all over again. They looked so comfortable in the 40 minutes of this match, but Lalrem giving away that ball to Varikodan right on top of the D, and really it was an invitation really to smash that ball home for Churchill Brothers. Quite surprising to see that from FC Goa. This is Sereno Fernandez. Sereno Fernandez takes it quickly. This is Lalrem. Papuya. Papuya's crossfield ball, looking for Joybert's run, not quite finding it. Papuya there on the screen won't be happy with that decision making of his, playing it to Lalrem under pressure. And the man on your screen who's been living on the edge really has got FC Goa ruining that mistake as he bundled that home, and Churchill Brothers are right back in the mix of things. There's Three Joys ball trying to go for the spectacular effort past Dylan, not really getting it. This is Christy Davis. Ralte again brought down by Rakesh Das. But what is good to see is that FC Goa continue playing the same brand of football, playing out from the back. These are young lads, and this is where they learn. They will need to know when to play those long balls and when to play it out from the back with those short passes. More precision required in those touches and movement of theirs. But they are not afraid, and the culture of passing football has been inculcated into them by the coaches Degi Cardozo and Derek Pereira, the technical director, as Churchill Brothers have the chance to take the lead on the cusp of half-time, as this ball comes in from Joban Cardozo and it's been flicked on by an FC Goa defender, and this will be a throw-in, which I'm predicting will be rifled in by Rajendra Singh Bairola. Rajendra plays it short. This is Afdal, who fails to bring it under control, however gets it back. This is Afdal, tries to rifle it in, but Sereno did a good job over there.
add-on time, 4 minutes.
4 minutes of added on time in the end of this first half, and this is another opportunity for Churchill Brothers to get a good ball into the box as this comes in again, getting deflected, and the spectacular effort from Afdal Varikodan, whose spectacular effort has dangerously clashed his head on the Duler turf. We'll see this again. Papuya with the clearance, and then Afdal, there you see him banging his head on the floor, and that can't be very pretty for Afdal Varikodan. He's a strong lad, but even for someone as strong as him, he will be feeling the effects of that for quite some time. Sunil Nanotkar just giving him the smile, and he seems to be okay. He should be back on the field. I mean, what is good to see from the big man, that he really gives it everything that he has, Afdal Varikodan. Everything he has, plays with his heart and soul, Afdal. And this is Papuya. He strangely lets that ball run through. This is some clumsy football from FC Goa. They look so comfortable in those opening 40 minutes, and things have really gone downhill for them in the last 5 minutes or so of the second half, as so often happens. And the teams do lose that concentration towards the end of the half. And this is Papuya again playing it long, and Sereno flicking it on for Joybot. Joybot with Kidron Fernandez, and then running into 3 Joy Dias. Joy giving away the foul, and Joybot clutching his knee has stayed on the ground. We'll see what exactly happened there, and you can see that, see the studs going into Joybot's knee. That was not pretty again from 3 Joy Dice, as FC Goa will have one last chance to redeem themselves just before the lemon break. Can they put in a good ball into this box from this free kick? And this is a great opportunity. Sereno Fernandez standing over this free kick. He will look to call this in and create confusion in the Churchill Brothers box. The ball comes in, and the free header has gone over the bar. But it was a good ball from Sereno, as the referee has a look at his watch as Rajendra comes out with the ball. This is Yagya Kapoor. Yagya on his right foot puts it forward looking for Afdal. This is Christy Davis. Good skill from the midfielder. This is Ralte. Lalrem on his left foot. It's a beautifully disguised ball. This is Wasim Inamdar. Takes the shot on, but not one to trouble Debnath Mondal really. Debnath Mondal with this goal kick should hear the referee's whistle very soon. As this ball comes in, and there is Sunil Nanotkar bringing the first half to an end in what has been a very even encounter, and we can see Papuya going back into the dressing room quite disappointed with himself, as his pass to Lalrem let to Lalrem, not quite controlling it, and then Afdal latching on to that mistake from Lalrem. Rualta allowing Churchill Brothers a way back into this game after Afdal Varikodan lashed the ball home from close range past Dylan De Silva. After quite against the run of play, in a beautifully constructed move by Ivan Costa, Serginho Fernandes finishing that beautiful move off for FC Goa to give them that lead. But at half time it is Churchill Brothers 1 and FC Goa 1. We will come back in the second half for a very exciting half of play left. And we are back for the second half with Avdal Varikodan in a conversation with Sunil Nanotkar. He has been living on the edge, but he has got Churchill Brothers back into this game against FC Goa. But this is a crucial half when it comes to the title aspirations of FC Goa. They cannot afford anything less than a victory today against Churchill Brothers. They really have to go for it if they want to keep in touch with the league leaders, Selvel Goa Football Club, and keep the pressure on the likes of Sporting Club de Goa, who they face in the next fixture. And Churchill Brothers will be looking to spoil the FC Goa party. Churchill Brothers are a team which have been on the rise, and they really have been pushing their limits in the last few matches. This is not familiar territory for them, languishing in 7th position in the Selvel Goa Professional League this year. As Sunil Nanotkar blows the whistle for the second half to start with Papuya launching it forward. This is Ivan Costa. The ball comes in from Serino, has been sent into the stands. Not very impressive, keeping in mind the quality that he possesses, Serino Fernandez. Devnath Mondal will take this goal kick. And this is Asif Molla, and tries to dribble past two defenders and then losing the ball out. And Rajendra Singh Bairola, I think, has got a red card here. It is the second yellow card for Rajendra Singh. This is incredible at the start of the second half, where I don't think the referee has still brandished a red card, but I dare say this is a second yellow card for Rajendra Singh. And there you see that red card from Rajendra Singh, and I will dare to say this, that Churchill Brothers have been playing the physical brand of football today, and they were living on the edge. But to be very fair to Rajendra Singh, he did get the ball, but I understand why Sunil Nanotkar brandished that second yellow. That was a dangerous tackle because he was showing his studs, and it went into the ankle of Wasim Inamdar, I think, over there. No real complaints from the Churchill Brothers players. It does go to show that Rajendra Singh Bairola probably deserved the red card that he just got. And Churchill Brothers down to 10 men very early into the second half, as early as the first minute of the second half. And what a chance for FC Goa now to keep their very faint title hopes alive. Can they add salt to injury here? Serino Fernandez with the free kick, and it has been sent over by Serino. This completely changes the complexion of the game at the moment. as Rakesh Das has been taken off for Alan Fernandez. Armando Colasso bringing a change into the team, changing up this strategy. Alan Fernandez coming in place of Rakesh Das. The goal kick taken by Devnath Mondol. Alan Fernandez will now cover up in that centre back position, as Afdal Varikodan will mostly be a lonely figure up front, and he'll be looking to hold up play as much as he can. As Teggy Cardozo instructing his boys to stay tough under the physical impact of these Churchill Brothers players. This is Ralte stepping it up, and that is absolute catastrophe from Devnath Mondol. But believe it or not, it has been cleared off by the Churchill Brothers defense. This is drama right now. That is absolute catastrophe from Devnath Mondol. What are you doing? Joybert Almeida, of all people, has cleared that ball off the line. We'll never know if that ball really crossed the line, but what an escape for Devnath Mondol and Churchill Brothers. What a dramatic start we've had to this half, and FC Goa have been the most beneficial of these opening 5 minutes. As Afdal has stayed on the ground. Afdal Varikodan will come back onto the field. As he steps out, Churchill Brothers are down to 9 men. Sunil Nanotkar leaving it for Dylan De Silva. This is Papuya now. Papuya launching it forward, but not a great one. And this is Velito Cruz. 3-Joy Dias. 10-man Churchill Brothers not holding back. Papuya completely lost his footing there. Luckily for him, no Churchill Brothers quite there to take advantage of this, as Christy Davis takes the ball forward for FC Goa. This is Papuya. Sereno Fernandez puts it forward, but not really getting there. Joybot. Long kick from Devnath Mondol. This is Afdal Varikodan. Velito Cruz. This is Asif Ali Molla. 3-Joy Dice. Plays it back to Velito. This is early possession for Churchill Brothers. Again, not happy with that decision. Velito and Myron Mendes. And that quite clearly is a foul. Papuya plays it to Kapil Hoble. This is Kapil. Sereno. Back to Papuya. Leslie. Ivan Costa's ball forward, but Christy Davis is in an offside position. This is Christy Davis. And you can see quite clearly he was in an offside position. Interestingly, we see Valentine Azuego in the background and the coach of Kalangut Association in the stands watching this match very interestingly, because he knows that they will come back down to third position if FC Goa manage a win today. However, this is Churchill Brothers. Can 10-man Churchill Brothers turn this around? Can they get the victory as Papuya comes away with the ball? Plays it to Sereno. Puts this forward, but it's gone out for a throw-in. We see a very excited FC Goa bench at the moment with Robbie Burgo right beside Ndegi Cardozo. This is Asif Molla. This is Trijoy Dias, but both men sliding, Sereno and Trijoy. Efforts to keep the ball in. A throw in for Churchill Brothers in the end. Asif will take this throw in as the referee has headed over to Sereno and Aftal maybe. Being warned again there, Aftal, and Sereno also part of it right now. That's always the case with Aftal. Variko done playing that. We see that physicality. The referees have a tough time. Has to keep a close watch on the likes of Afdal as he goes past that first challenge, tries to bulldoze his way through, puts the ball in, wins the corner. I think Armando Colasso will be a happy man that Afdal Varikodan, a man who has been living on the edges, has the capability of holding the ball up front, something which Churchill Brothers will cherish at the moment. This is Yagya Kapoor. Can he put in a good cross in? Can Churchill shock FC Goa right now? As the ball comes in over the heads of the jumping Maron Mendes and Aftal Varikodan. Ralte heading over to take this throw in. And Papuya, I think, has been taken off. Romeo Fernandez, the man who was quite a name in Indian football a few years back, coming back off an injury. Romeo Fernandez has come on, has been thrown into the mix of things by Degi Cardozo. Can he make a difference for FC Goa? As Alan Fernandez is clutching his forehead. He has a big job on his hands, the substitute Alan Fernandez. This is Kidron. Leaves it for Alan. Devnath Mondol. I dare say in the last 10 minutes, 10-man Churchill Brothers have looked quite comfortable against FC Goa. Not a very good side for Degi Cardozo's men, as Myron Mendes has been brought down by Sereno, who gets the yellow card this time. We expected a very high intensity clash at the Duler Stadium today, and boy have we got one, with Churchill Brothers and FC Goa locked 1-1 as we hit the 1 hour mark. Myron Mendes incensed with that tackle from Sereno Fernandez. There's the confirmation of the yellow card for Sereno, as Threejoy has been brought down by Romeo. Degi Cardozo not resting for a single second as this ball comes in from Velito. And Joban Cardozo chasing the ball, and then Afdal not quite getting it. This is Wasim Inamdar down the right hand side with some space to work out with. Wasim Inamdar trying to slip it through for Ivan Costa, but well worked by Churchill Brothers, with Afdal not getting it under control. This is Kapil Hoble. Kapil Hoble puts it out because Romeo Fernandez has stayed on the ground. As the referee heads over to the fourth official for a discussion. This could be interesting. And that's a yellow card for Threejoy Dias. Threejoy Dias getting the yellow card from Sunil Nanotkar. That was an off-the-ball incident, I believe, with Romeo Fernandez. Norberto Gonzalez heading over to the fourth official now. It's a very heated encounter at the moment. "61 minutes played. It is still 1-1 between Churchill Brothers and FC Goa. Sporting Club de Goa, Selgalkor and Kalingut Association all will be watching on carefully. They'll be enjoying what they're seeing at the moment. Churchill Brothers holding this FC Goa team down to 10 men. Churchill Brothers, but they have to be careful because they do not want to go down, another man down, which would see them down to 9 men. I understand the physical brand of football being brandished over here by Churchill Brothers, but there's a fine line between playing rough and playing tough. Churchill Brothers just overstepping that border at the moment. This is Devnath Mondol's long kick. Afdal flicks it on. This is Sereno being chased down by Threejoy. Dylan De Silva crosses it beautifully for Ralte. Inch perfect ball from their goalkeeper, but it has been given away to Churchill Brothers again. And this is a little clumsy right now from both teams, giving the ball away. This is Afdal again going on his mazy run. Afdal Varikodan wins the throw-in. This is Asif Molla. Asif to Afdal. It's been cleared off by Sereno. It's been played back by Alan Fernandez. Devnath clears it. Myron Mendes trying to get it under control and gets it under control. Releases Afdal down the right hand side, whose cross comes in. Ralte with the outside of his boot lays it down for Ivan Costa. This is Sereno. Ralte puts it up, chested by Lalrem, who's been bundled over by Kidron Fernandez, and the referee has stayed quiet as Lalrem stays down on the ground, clutching his forehead. We'll see this again. Ralte chips it up for Lalrem as he chests it, and maybe, just maybe, Sunil Nanotkar should have given an FC Goa foul there. The young boys of FC Goa playing a very experienced Churchill Brothers team. This is Sereno Fernandez. The referee waiting for the substitution. Not quite happening there. This is Ralte. Driving forward, Ralte going past Joban Cardozo. This is Ralte through. Can Ralte? I don't quite understand why he didn't take that shot on. Trying to lay it off to a fellow teammate, but Ralte with that beautiful run, he really should have taken that shot on. The right back will rarely have such a good opportunity, but this has really been a good competition between Sereno Fernandez and Afdal, a battle which has been worth the watch. But maybe we'll go back to that replay again once the ball goes out of play, as this should be another foul for FC Goa. Kidron Fernandez being warned by the referee. We'll see this run again as a substitution is being made by FC Goa. This is that run. Ivan Costa with another delightful 1-2. There you see, he should have taken that shot on. There is no other option really for Ralte as he tries to slip it through to a fellow teammate. He will look at that replay, Ralte, and rue that missed opportunity to score a goal for FC Goa. But what a run that was from the man. As this has been hooked forward by Debnath Mondal for Afdal Varikotan. This is Sereno. I beg your pardon, that was Kapil Hoble. Now this is Velroy. This is Christy Davis. Leslie's ball forward to Ralte, who wants to make amends for that missed opportunity. Is in an offside position as the ball came in from Leslie. Ralte just going a little early than he would have anticipated. Sereno clearing the ball. This is Myron Mendes. Yagya Kapoor. We've seen not one of those typical Yagya Kapoor runs down the left hand side in today's game, but he's had more of a defensive job to do, and he's lived up to it really, but not one of his better games. Yagya Kapoor. This is Ralte. Christy Davis and Leslie. Sereno Fernandez. Sereno picks it up, but not really finding the preferred destination. This is Sereno again. Again that battle between Afdal and Sereno. This is Ralte. against Joban Cardozo. Joban has stripped the ball off him. And this is Velito Cruz. Velito's chipped ball forward. That is very well defended by Sereno. This is still Yagya. Wasim Inamdar calmly gets that ball. This is very well done by Velroy. Puts it past Three Joy and releases Romeo Fernandez with a disappointing effort in the end. Really, Romeo Fernandez should have done better. We know the quality that he has. Trying to win that ball again from Asif Molla. Does retain position. FC Goa. This is Dylan De Silva. And Leslie coming forward, looking for Romeo Fernandez, who wasn't quite there as Three Joy Dice puts it out, as another FC Goa player has stayed on the ground. I think that's Sereno Fernandez who is on the ground at the moment. He's had a tough encounter, the young man, against the more experienced Afdal. Just icing the hamstring. Dagi Cardozo will be hoping that the goal scorer of that first goal of FC Goa is fine, as they see Ralte, Luang T. Ralte, just heading back towards the dugout for some hydration, but he's the man who had that chance. Preferred not to take the shot on, as we see Churchill Alamau and Dagi Cardozo both in the screen. Dagi Cardozo just having a word down with his coaching staff as we start proceedings with the ball thrown back to Debnath Mondol. Good to see Sereno back on the field. Dylan throws it out to the ever so impressive Sereno Fernandez. This is Christy Davis. Puts it forward again, looking for the run of Romeo Fernandez. I beg your pardon, Kapil Hoble was the man who was looking to get at the end of it, but it's landed up with Debnath Mondol, who has put it long, and again he will be there to collect it and shield it off Velroy Fernandez, and that is dangerous. The referee Sunil Nanotkar had a decision to make, but again very dangerous from Debnath Mondol. If we see that replay again, I think that would be an interesting watch, because this was dangerous from Debnath, as Velroy Fernandez I think it could have gone any way, that decision from Sunil Nanotkar. Just having some mercy on Churchill Brothers, but this is a shot taken which has gone to the stands, but with it had some venom behind it. You'll see this replay again. Leslie with the long ball forward. The header comes in from Kidron Fernandez, and then Romeo Fernandez lashes out at it. If that was on target, Debnath Mondol would have had quite a job to save that one from Romeo Fernandez, as he comes out to take this goal kick. Takes it long. This is clear on by Alan Fernandez. This is Three Joy Dias. Three Joy puts it forward. Myron chasing it. Dylan confidently does it. Dylan De Silva plays in Sereno on the left hand side. Beautifully flicked on Kapil Hoble. Another good tackle in by Asif Ali Molla. He's had a good game on that right hand side. Ralte. Lalrem. Lalrem hasn't had a great game. Gave away that equalizer to Churchill Brothers. We've not seen much of him either. This is a great ball. Wasim Inamdar. What a chance that was. He brought it down beautifully. As this ball came in from Sereno Fernandez once again. What a delightful ball that is. As we see this effort, Wasim Inamdar has blazed it over Debnath Mondal's goal. What an opportunity that was. He will be a relieved man, Debnath. He will take this goal kick as we see the spectators looking on with a lot of anticipation, because you can't really say which team are going to come out trumps in today's match, as it is still locked 1-1 and we are almost into the last quarter of the game. 10-man Churchill Brothers holding FC Goa. Christy Davis trying to put it forward, but again 10-man Churchill have done a very good job of organizing that defense of theirs. They've not really allowed much penetration for these young FC Goa boys. As Christy Davis puts it forward, this is Wasim Inamdar. He's through on goal. Lalrem. This is Romeo Fernandez. What a save that is from Debnath Mondal. There was offside given by the assistant referee, but we'll look at this once again. Offside or not, look at that save from Debnath Mondal. Absolutely sensational from the man from Bengal. Debnath Mondal take a bow, although that goal wouldn't have really stood because of an offside decision given by the assistant referee. But what an effort that is. Degi Cardozo has a job on his hands, because he is pressing for victory against the Red Machines, but it's not been much since Churchill Brothers have gone down to 10 men. They're showing their defensive qualities at the moment. Churchill Brothers not really much in attack, crowding out that midfield region at the moment, not allowing the young boys of FC Goa to get the upper hand. And Debnath Mondal will be taking this free kick. The ball comes in, Afdal to Trijoy Dias. This is Valito Cruz. Kitrin Fernandez. Alan Fernandez now. This is Debnath again. Poor clearance from the man. This is Ivan Costa. Ivan putting it forward again for Wasim Inamdar, who takes it in his stride. Yagya Kapoor does well over there defensively, puts it forward. Leslie. Christie plays it out wide to Kapil Hoble. Kapil plays it wide to Ralte with a beautiful ball in, and another magnificent save from Debnath Mondal. He's kept the Churchill Brothers team in this game with that save. If that first save wasn't enough, look at this from Debnath Mondal. We'll get back to that replay once this ball goes out of play, but This is FC Goa rampaging forward right now. Velroy Fernandez tries to thread it through, upping the ante. Leslie now. Ivan Costa just a little long. This is Afdal now. He will try and buy some time for his teammates. Huffing and puffing Afdal. Varikodan. Beautiful work from Afdal. Absolutely beautiful to watch. This is Asif. He hooks it forward. Buys some time. But look at that from Afdal Varikodan. That was beautiful to watch. That is why he's so important for Churchill Brothers at this point of time, holding up play. The big man. But I just cannot get over with that save from Devnath Mondol. What an effort from point blank range. He keeps that out and keeps FC Goa at bay. As that header comes in from Yagya Kapoor. This is Myron Mendes. Joban Cardozo will keep that in. He'll hook it forward, looking for Afdal again. This is Afdal. What can Afdal do? Can he bulldoze his way past the players? But Sereno Fernandez puts it out for a corner kick, and the big man lies on the ground. He has had a long afternoon, Afdal Varikodan. But this is the time we'll go back. Maybe after this replay that we'll go back to that situation of Devnath Mondol's save. As Afdal is hovering back up to his feet. We'll see this again. Kapil Hoble's beautiful ball forward to Ralte. Another quality cut back in, and the shot came in from Velroy. Look at that from Devnath diving to his right. Captain leading from the front, or rather should I say leading from the back for Churchill Brothers. Devnath Mondol take a bow. As we're just waiting for this corner to be taken, as I think there is some medical attention being given to one of the Churchill Brothers players. Myron Mendes is the man who was on the ground and just limping off. Joban Cardozo walking over to take this corner kick. Can he curl in a peach of a ball which can surprise the FC Goa players? But Dylan De Silva taking matters into his own hands and putting it forward. This is Romeo Fernandez. Joy bringing Romeo down. This is Ivan Costa's ball, looking for Wasim Inamdar. And then both players have stayed on the ground, but the referee's whistle had been blown much earlier for an offside on Wasim Inamdar, as we've seen this quite often with an on-rushing player running into a goalkeeper who comes out fearlessly. That was a close call. Wasim Inamdar was very close, and Devnath Mondol doesn't get anything off that ball. Could have led to a penalty if that was not an offside situation. Devnath Mondol has kept his team in the game. The big man, the big goalkeeper, and the captain leading Churchill Brothers in the Goa Professional League. Sunil Nanotkar just warning him as to what could have happened if the flag hadn't gone up for an offside. Devnath Mondal will take this free kick. Hooks it up long. Looking for Joban Cardozo. Christy Davis. This is Romeo. Back to Christy. Ralte. Ralte. This is Sereno Fernandez. Just almost tripping over the ball there, Sereno. Hooks it forward. And Asif Ali Molla clears it, but Sereno again with the header. This is Kapil Hoble. This is Sereno. And another foul given away by Alan Fernandez. Given away. Asif with the clearance. And this time a foul Christy Davis's way as Afdal has been brought to the ground. This is desperate times right now for FC Goa. You can see the goalkeeping coach coming out and putting the ball in place for Churchill Brothers to take this free kick. And this is Velito. Velito puts it forward for Joban Cardozo, who gives away the foul. And Dylan hurrying his way back to the position, and frustration for Dylan as there is another substitution being made. Joban Cardozo is the man going off, and Jordan Fernandez is coming on for Churchill Brothers. Joban Cardozo, who's not really been in the game today,
Substitutions for Churchill Brothers.
as Jordan Fernandez
Joban Cardozo.
comes on for
In.
the lackluster Joban Cardozo today. This is Sereno Fernandez. Kapil Hoble. Velroy Fernandez. Velroy plays it to Lalrem. Lalrem gets it under control. This is fantastic to watch from Churchill Brothers. Is 10-man Churchill really putting in a physical pressing style of play forward, which can see this game through for them. And this is Christy Davis. There is hardly any space for these young boys of FC Goa to work with, but that is a beautiful ball from Christy Davis for Lalrem, and that is the kind of quality that will unlock a stubborn 10-man Churchill Brothers team. Look at this ball from Christy Davis, curling it around the defense. Lalrem not really getting around it, on top of it. It's gone out for another goal kick. Devnath Mondal will be taking it. This is Romeo Fernandez to Lalrem. This is Velroy Fernandez, and almost falls to Wasim Inamdar. Devnath Mondal just wasting enough time. This is Asif. We'll have no qualms in putting this up, looking for Afdal Farikodan, who is almost through on goal, but Leslie does a good job. He'll do a good job to keep this in, and he does so, but it has gone out of the substitute, Jordan Fernandez. The long ball from Kapil Hoble, and then the effort from Churchill Brothers straight to Dylan De Silva. Dylan tries to release Romeo Fernandez up against Yagya Kapoor, but Yagya does well, overpowering the Romeo Fernandez that we know as Ralte on his way forward bundles Three Joy Dice over. Sunil Nanotkar just heading over to Three Joy and just checking on him, and Three Joy has no chill really, and in that situation where Lalram was trying to help him up, and this is Ralte. Leslie Christie, Yagya's header. Christie wins that header again, and again wins that header against Three Joy. This is Yagya Kapoor. Puts it out for a throw-in. This is Romeo Fernandez. 6 minutes of additional time shown by the assistant referee. This is Ralte, flicked on. This is Ivan Costa, cleared on by Alan Fernandez. 6 minutes for Churchill Brothers to hold on. Yagya Kapoor's header. This is Velito Cruz. Alan Fernandez hooks it up to the lonely man up front, Afdal, who's headed this on, and Three Joy Dice just can't get there. Leslie throws it back to Sereno. Sereno to Kapil Hoble. Almost a two-man defense right now for FC Goa. They really need to get the 3 points today. This is Leslie. Cannot find the run of Romeo. This is Yagya Kapoor. Yagya Kapoor hooks it forward. The tireless Afdal still chasing. Leslie to Sereno. Ivan Costa back to Sereno. Myron forces him to play it long. Alan Fernandez with the header. This is Lalrem. What a beautifully played ball that is. This is Wasim Inamdar, will not get the angle that he would have liked. And Asif Molla was chasing him down.
Substitution for FC Goa.
Lalrem coming off. Tishank coming on for Lalrem Ruata.
Jersey number 78,
Not a great game for
Rauta, HP.
the attacking midfielder for FC Goa.
Jersey number 2,
He's been overpowered by that Churchill Brothers midfield today.
Kunkalkar.
And he's a top player, and I'm sure he's gonna come back strong from this as Christy Davis comes forward. He's been really on top of his game, Christy Davis, as the cross comes in. And not the best effort from Dishank. Devnath Mondol. Will be taking this goal kick. Not a great one again from the big man, but Afdal gets it in control, and he will try and run rings around the FC Goa players. This is Asif taking his time with the throw-in. Ndegi Cardozo will not be a happy man. Is that another foul throw? I guess it is. It's probably the 5th one that I've counted. As the throw-in is taken quickly by Kapil Hoble. This is Sereno Fernandez. Sereno finds Romeo with another beautifully played ball. This is Romeo. leaves it. This is another chance, and Kidron Fernandez with the clearance. This is Sereno Fernandez again. This is Kapil with a very, very poor decision of taking that shot on. Not a great effort under the circumstances. Only 2 minutes for Churchill Brothers to hold on. Devnath plays it long, and now the header comes in from Leslie. Jordan's header, and Yagya wins it again against Romeo Fernandez. And Velito has given the foul away. Myron and Velito both doing very well under pressure today. Churchill haven't really created anything in the second half, but they've defended very stoutly against an FC Goa team which has been looking to keep the pressure on the league leaders Selgaonkar Football Club and Sporting Club de Goa. This is Christy Davis. Poor ball under the circumstances, as Three Joy should come and head it, and he does. This is Christy again. Myron Mendes, and a foul given on Christy again by Afdal. He's been a tireless worker. We'll see this again. And there you see that it's a clear foul from Three Joy and Afdal. It's a combined effort for that. Very good decision from Sunil Nanotkar again. Romeo Fernandez standing over the ball. Can he deliver quality into the box? Romeo Fernandez with a beautifully curled in ball. This is Dishank. Dishank's cross in. A poor effort in the end from the substitute, as time has almost run out for FC Goa. And this goal kick from Devnath Mondal should be the last bit of action we'll see in this massive encounter, in this high voltage encounter between Churchill Brothers and FC Goa. Alan Fernandez takes it as Ralte's header goes out for another Churchill Brothers throw in. Yagya Kapoor just limping forward to take this throw in. He launched this forward, and he does, as the referee
The final score,
brings this high voltage encounter to an end.
Goa 1.
We see Afdal Varikodan, the man who got the equalizer and has worked tirelessly up front for Churchill Brothers.
Club of Manora versus Tempo
But
at 3:40.
10-man Churchill have held FC Goa to a 1-all draw at the Duler Stadium. And one of the heroes of today's match is the captain of Churchill Brothers, the goalkeeper, Devnath Mondal, on your screen. FC Goa failing to unlock the Devnath Mondal mystery, as Sunil Nanotkar has had a beautiful game. He's kept his cool throughout a very, very heavy encounter today, and you can see the players all congratulating each other, and the referees congratulating each other on a brilliant game on their end. And at full time from the Duler Stadium, the scoreline reads Churchill Brothers 1, FC Goa 1.